the keyhole.
This is a typical cobbled London mews, once a des-res for horses, but times change, and now people consider themselves lucky to live in a place like this. Aha, a carriage lamp. Maybe the owner of this house is nostalgic for the old horsey days. Let's go inside and have a look. Good grief, I'd always thought the original was in the National Gallery. I noticed that this person might be incredibly lazy, or maybe awfully fat or infirm, because there's a huge array of remote control gear here. 3 remote control sets. But in contrast to the general dowdiness of this room, we have this fantastically futuristic set of satellite television reception equipment. So maybe someone whose personality is not quite as dull as it seems at first sight. This is quite an interesting object, actually. I think it probably has some symbolical value, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone here was heavily involved in music. Ah, we're in the home of a sportsman, possibly the inventor of roller tennis. Certainly someone who likes keeping fit, and boy, does he have to, because get a load of the contents of this drinks trolley. And I think it's someone who really likes inventing exotic cocktails. I'd like to taste a few of these. Someone also who's very generous, likes entertaining. This is an amazingly grand dining room table. Now it's on to the kitchen. Now here's instant coffee corner, and there's a big microwave. So I think this person relies on convenience foods a lot. It's someone who's very busy, always rushing around, not really a gourmet cook. And we can probably see what he's like by looking in this fridge here. And look, full of champagne, white wine, grapes, soft drinks. This person is obviously a complete party animal, Mr. Good Times. If we look in the freezer, we can see this, the indispensable accessory for this seductive nightcap, a chilled silver goblet. Very sophisticated indeed. Now, the kitchen table seems to be largely used as a platform for this big stereo radio. So I think whoever lives here is kind of a switched-on person, likes to think that they're on top of current affairs and fashions. Now it's up to have a look at the bedroom. It must be hard work carrying those goblets up these steep stairs. These doors open to reveal the home library. I never knew that reading was a secret vice, and most of these books are joke books. So I think this person doesn't have any sense of humor at all. This is a fairly boring bedroom, not exactly what I'd expect Goblet Man to have. And it's quite interesting that there are so few pictures on the walls. Maybe this person has a tremendously vivid imagination and doesn't need any external stimulation. Let's look at some of the evidence now. The trio of remote control units, the flashy roller skates, the chilled seduction goblets, the corny joke books. Who lives in a house like this? Well, David, it's over to you.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Lloyd. And now for our home and studio audience, though not for our panel, here's whose house it is. Let's invite Tony Blackburn to come through the keyhole.
A drunken broadcaster?
A drunken broadcaster. Yes, clear your name immediately.
Well, indeed, yes. That was you, Chris.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
No.
Well, that was before he knew who it was.
Well,
So
I'm surprised Nina didn't recognise the place. But,
30 Love.
If I'd have been there, I'd have been unconscious.
I know,
You'd have had to wheel me there.
I don't actually drink very much. I don't know why it's all there. Most of those bottles are empty.
Now, I think we'd better deal with these mother-in-law jokes books. Which is, how dare you say you've got no sense of humour? Deal with them on that. Where did they come from?
Well, I mean, I have got quite a few, but I mean, anybody who's heard my radio broadcast, I mean, that cupboard there was the script. I mean, those joke books have lasted me for about 23 years now. And I still use them. I don't see any point in changing the jokes. I mean, they were brilliant when I first started them.
They were as good as they ever were.
Get back in the closet.
Well, I mean, every time I tell them, you know, they still make me laugh, so there's no point in changing them, really, is there?
Absolutely.
No.
What about the roller skates?
I do roller skate. I'm quite a good roller skater.
Really?
Yeah. I do an erotic striptease on roller skates. And the last time I did that was 3 weeks ago at the Hammersmith Palais. I go on stage and roller skate around. And I also do a bit of roller skate. Nobody believes me, but I do roller skate a little bit, about once every 2 weeks around Kensington, at night time.
Really?
I enjoy it.
Is it dangerous?
Well, it is a bit. Well, not. I'm quite good. I can go backwards as well. And
You can't be breathalyzed on roller skates either.
What, Chris?
You can't be breathalyzed on roller skates either, can you?
I don't know. It's a neat legal point, that
The reason why I go on these roller skates, because when I was a youngster, we had these ones. I don't know if you remember, David. They used to have to fix the rollers on the shoes, and they always used to keep coming off. But now they've got these wonderful disco roller skates now. And that's the reason why I do it, you see. I mean, later on in life, I've suddenly taken to roller skates.
And it does keep you fit.
People think I'm a little cranky, but it does, yes. Yeah, I like it, very much.
And now,
You say you don't?
Not as much as I should.
No.
I'm afraid
You must
not.
take it up.
No.
Yeah.
Now, what about, since the bedroom's an important part of the house, why is the bedroom slightly barer than the rest of the house?
Well, I always think, just need one thing in a bedroom. There's no need to... There's no need to have a lot of furniture in there or anything like that, really, no.
What's that, Tony? What is that? Sorry,
Ask Nina. What?
I was unconscious at the time, Tony, and blindfolded to boot.
It's never bothered you before.
No, Incidentally, that boat you spotted there, that was the old pirate ship Radio London.
Oh, I see.
I used to have
was
one
it?
Yes, that was the old pirate ship Radio London. I used to have one of Radio Caroline, but somebody swiped it. I don't know where that went to.
Some pirate.
Probably
pinched
Lloyd
it.
Grossman on his last visit.
On his last visit. Well, thank you for letting us make this longer, more prolonged visit to your house, and we'd like to present you, Tony, with this...
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much.
Gold memento for Through the Keyhole. Well, we're going to take a break there, and we'll be back in a moment when our house detective will be at it again. But in the meantime, it's our thanks to Tony Blackburn, and we'll be right back.